What's good, team? Right now, we're going to another discussion topic today. And today's discussion topic, I'm going to be going over Yu-Gi-Oh! Elitist and why they fucking annoy the shit out of me and everyone else. So, without further ado, let's begin. Starting off by saying, what is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Elitist? Well, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Elitist falls into two categories, the competitive elitist and the rogue elitist. Let's talk about the competitive elitists first, but that's a lot of the ones that get a lot of flack. Competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Elitists are pretty much the players that go to event after event after event. They do fairly well. They might top, they might not top. They play all the meta decks. They got their stick up their ass because they got their fucking Spellgrounds mat, their calculator case, the dice on deck. And they just give off the ambiance that they're better than everyone else because they do that. And the reality is, they're not. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just a card game. And most Yu-Gi-Oh! Elitists who actually have that elitist mentality, they're better than everyone else. Outside of the card game, sadly, their life isn't not that great. I've known a few elitists throughout the years who just thought they were better, and then we look at their real life. All they usually do is sit in the house, think about cards, and that's it. Very boring, very dull. They don't get the prettiest bitches. They probably don't even get bitches at all. And yeah, and eventually they just quit because they either get bored or they just move on with themselves. So fuck you to competitive elitists because they really annoy the hell out of me. Like, for example, when I first got back into Yu-Gi-Oh!, there was a group of, I guess, semi-competitive elitists at the shop I was going to. And I used to always want to play test with them. They used to always blow me off like whatever. Until I started doing better at events. Now I understand no one wants to play test the guy with the new guy on the block. No one wants to play with the person because if you see a new player to a locals, most people just think that they're a scrub who probably been going there for a while, but they just don't get any attention. And truth be told, sometimes those new players are actually really good players who used to play back in the day who just decided to come back and they just need a stepping stone to get into those. So yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Elitist pissed me off because they really discourage new people from entering the game. Because by blowing somebody away, they could just make you just not want to play no more. Sadly, I wasn't a bitch like that. I continue played in the tournaments, whooped their ass, and they still complain, though, he only won because he has wind-ups, or he only won because it is on it. I was like, whatever, bro. Fuck those competitive elitists. Competitive elitists are the worst. Now, another form of Yu-Gi-Oh! Elitists is the casual elitists, the rogue players. Now, rogue players, for some fucking reason, think they're better than everyone else because they play rogue decks. Wrong. You are not better than everyone else because you play rogue decks. Just stop it. Like, okay, there's nothing wrong with taking the old deck, bringing it to new light, and beating the fucking competitive players that think they're better than everyone else. I love doing that shit. I do it all the fucking time. But that don't mean I think I'm better than the next man because I do that shit. That just means that I got good skill and I can take a subpar deck and do well with it. And that's nothing to get your stick up your ass about. And honestly, I guess what both elitists share, they just have to stick up their ass. The competitive elitists think that they're better than everyone because they do well at events and they can afford the expensive things. And the rogue elitists think they're better because they can take an old competitive deck from back in the day, revamp it, and bring it to a new meta light. Both players are good at the end of the day. And at the same time, they both think they're better at it. So it creates a divide amongst locals and amongst the community. And honestly, that's not cool because there's new players entering the game constantly. And there's players who are like me who are not elitists, even though I come off as an elitist sometimes, so I get mad when I lose. But, you know, fuck it, man. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! It is what it is. But yeah, elitists, you guys need to just fuck yourselves. Get a reality check. It's just a card game. And just chill and enjoy it and have some fun. Like, if the kid at locals wants to play you just to test his deck out, play him every once in a while. Play them. You don't gotta play him for hours. To play one game, beat his ass real quick, go home. Same thing for the rogue players. I noticed most of the rogue players, they're more open to playing different people, but it's mainly the super duper competitive elite who only want to compete with the best, and that's nothing wrong with that because I understand because I'm a very competitive person as well. So tell me what you guys think about this topic in the comment section down below. How do you guys personally handle Yu-Gi-Oh! Elitists? Me personally, I just shove them off like a whatever. I don't give them the clout that they want. And the only reason I'm making this video is because when I asked on Facebook a few weeks ago what kind of video should I make, and a few of you guys suggested I do a video on Yu-Gi-Oh! Elitists. And honestly, if you find an elitist at your locals, just ignore them. Like, so what if you fucking pay meta? So what if you play rogue decks? You're not no better than everyone else, because at the end of the day, unless you're winning events and topping consistently, you really ain't doing that hot in this card game to begin with. So yeah, post what you guys thoughts about this topic in the comment section down below. As I always tell you guys, if you're new to the channel, I'd love for you to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I upload 5 days a week now, so yeah, this is Chris from Team Innovation, and I am signing out. Peace, guys, and stay innovative. Deuces.